So in this problem, we're going to find it out the mass of the block when a force is given and an acceleration is given. Then what should be the distance? What is the distance traveled if you have the force which is applied for 10 seconds? And then you need to find out the velocity. So this is a pretty straightforward problem. So let me solve this one for you. So you know the force. The force is 100 Newton and the acceleration is 3 meter per second square. So you have an object and you apply a force. This is a force. What is the acceleration? What is the mass of the block? You know the acceleration too. And then if you apply this force for 10 seconds, what is the distance traveled? So you need to find out this distance. And you need to find out what is the velocity at this point. That's all it is asking for. Okay, so now by Newton's second law of motion, force is equal to mass times acceleration, and A is equal to force divided by the mass. 100 divided by 3. So the acceleration is simply equal to 33.33. Oh, sorry. I need to find out the mass. So mass is equal to force per unit acceleration. Force is 100 divided by 3. The mass is equal to 33.33 kilogram. This is your mass now. And this is part A. And now in the second part, you need to find out the distance. This distance. How long does it, what's the distance moved by this object when you apply this force for 10 seconds? So you need to find out the distance, you given the time. So the formula the equation of motion I'm going to use is ut plus half a t squared. And this is starting from the rest. So the velocity at this point is equal to 0 meter per second at this point. So the distance, this is 0 because the velocity is 0, plus half. You know the acceleration is 3 meter. The time is 10 seconds. The time is given 10 seconds. So this one will be 150 meter. 150 meter. And now we need to find out the velocity at that point, at this point. So for this part, I'm just going to use the V is equal to U plus A times T. We know the velocity at this point. What is the velocity at this point? Or we need to find this one out. We know the velocity, which is 0. The acceleration is 3. The time is 10. So this velocity is 30 meter per second. Okay.